Another attempt.
Grigov just looks totally frustrated here at the moment. He's not managed to do what he wanted to do. Mesbah is he's just surviving, isn't he? He's surviving to battle away with the grips, to be strong enough in the defences, but he really doesn't have anything to offer, has he? Yeah. As far as the technique, he can't get. I think his defences are so strong that it's not allowing him to do his judo.
Yeah, that's right. And Grigov just tried the Uchimata again, but the thing is, he doesn't prepare anything. He just waits. They are both standing still. Then he goes into, and then the most dangerous thing, he just goes out.
Drops there.
And you can't do this. If somebody's good in countering you, then...
That's it. I think Grigov was just quite happy to take this Yuko. So it's just a matter of tactically holding his opponent out, but that was a flurry of movement there, bit of a danger. But as you can see, he seems to have run out of steam himself, really, Grigov. He's not got much. His defences are starting to wear down as well.
3 seconds left.
But he'd be quite happy just to move away from that. So that is a win for Grigov from the Ukraine. And we've got coming up from the Ukraine, Smal, Natalia, and she's up against Edith Bosch. So this will be quite an interesting match from the Netherlands.
Also because of Edith Bosch had a golden score.
She had a tough first match, didn't she? Very tough first match.
I thought she got a golden score.
Against, was it Boulder? No,
Boulder was against Lucy de Kos. Could be that it was against the Chinese. Chen Fei. Yes. Yeah. So she's already coming. And Ranji Grigov won. Ukrainian man is going, Ukrainian woman is coming on the same side.
Yes.
Blue.
Oh, you see things in slow motion. You. So I think us young ladies need to get a wee break and let these men take over, yes?
Yes, and they can watch the fight between Edith Bosch and Natalia Small. So, all right. So, Loretta and me, we will join you later. And
thanks very much to Loretta Cusack, and just briefly with Annette Burma, she makes way for Dave Brown.
Yeah, so enjoy the fight.
Natalia Small will be up against it here and trying to do something for the Ukraine. Not been the greatest of tournaments for them up to this point. Mind you, it does come on the back of them having hosted an extremely successful cadet world championship, but that's as far as organisation and involvement in international judo is concerned. Just the bronze medal for them so far from Georgi Zantaraya on the first day, and they had a 7th place yesterday with Artem Vasilenko. Vasilenko was the destroyer of Aljaž Sedej, who sat in with us this morning and who's going to come back when Anna Valenchek is on. She's down on the third fight on mat number 1. You'll see her down on mat number 1 at the moment. Tachimoto Haruka of Japan. She's up against Onyx Cortez Aldama, the Cuban, and followed by Audrey Chermio of France. That will get the crowd going, but she's got a really, really tough fight against the Chinese Zhang Juehui, so that could cause us some problems for our Chermio, that is. And then we're going to see the fight with Valenchek against Heidi Vollert. Just saw her teammate go out, Ilyana Martsog. Dave Brown, what's the afternoon now? How's the morning gone for you?
Very good.
Good to be with you. We don't get to sit together a lot.
No.
The women have monopolised you.
I think. I wish.
Well, I've seen you up there, and every time you're up here, it's with a woman. So,
that you're talking about the commentary, I hope.
Indeed, because Mrs. Brown is probably tuned in.
I don't think so.
What time is it down there in New Zealand?
It's midnight.
It's sleepy time then.
Yes, exactly.
Sleep time. I can see a mass exodus of all the VIPs there. It's just after 12 o'clock. Must be lunch. Must be lunch going. I'm going to get shot. You watch. Someone's going to send that little comment, that jibe back to them. Edith Bosch.
Bosch the bustler.
Yeah, the aggressive and combative
Yep.
Bosch. Always, you can always guarantee that you're going to get a bit of a punch up when she's on the mat.
Oh, beautiful throw. Look at that. Lovely.
No doubting the expertise of Bosch's throwing skills. A perfect demonstration there of high quality execution.
She's one of these players who can do it either way, either by the big throw or just bustle it through, you know? But beautiful.
Well, we're going to get a chance to see it. I'm not sure about the black hair. I rather like the blonde. Or some mixture of that.
Well, I wonder what's real.
I think somewhere in between. As you said. Here it comes.
There we go. Look at that.
Oh. You know, there's a movement. Look at the commitment in this. Powers through.
Yeah, beautiful opening.
That really was great. And it wasn't a big step with the supporting for a little bit of a stretch, but there was just that leg, the throwing leg, the reaping leg.
And the second hand, hand came on quite late as well, and it was just enough to finish it.
And then you see that in the top half of the body.
Yeah.
Beautifully done. So, let's have a look at Rasha Zdraka of Slovenia and Maria Portela of Brazil. This is in the under 70 kilo category. It's all women on all formats at the moment. There are two weight categories going on today, under 70 and under 78. And Zdraka catching Portela. Just a little bit sloppy with the grips there, wanting to be aggressive and just missed and caught Portela on the right cheek. Sorry, left cheek. She's still smarting from it. You can see her maybe pushing away a little bit of blood that's in her mouth. But these are tough girls.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite bring off the Bosch technique there.
So this is the second Brazilian fighter. The other one was put out by the French woman.
Did they have a second in the under 70s then?
So, yes.
I think Portela is the stronger
Yeah, I think
of the two.
Is it Rabu?
I wasn't sure that they'd had two in the under 70s. The other Brazilian fighting today is in the under 78. That's Mara Aguiar.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking of.
I hope she hasn't gone out yet. I like the look of her, but she's up against Louise Maltzahn in the next fight.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite warrant a score. A little takedown. when Chiomio and Zhang are finished. I'm not sure that it is yet. We'll have Aljaž Sedej of Slovenia to join us for the fight between Heide Vollert and Anna Valenček. Just looking out the corner of my eye down at mat 1 to see if that's all over. I don't think it is yet. No, not yet. We've got some time to finish off watching the other Slovenian, Russia Zraka and Maria Portela, and this time. Well, this time it's Russia that gets one back, and why not? You know,
it's not in the rules, Sheldon.
Yeah, well, Portela has got to let her know that she's not going to take anything too easily. Look at where Russia's arm is, so no problem with the leg. No problem with the leg grab.
Yeah, she had the cross grip.
Yeah. Korean referee just putting his hands out as though to say, "Take it easy, take your time, kids." You wouldn't normally see the referee do that, and she really does take one now. I'd like to see a replay of this one because he's going to give. Well, he should really give her a standing count here now, like in boxing.
Well, sometimes these things, it's very difficult. Because they're fighting for grips, and then they go and their hands go, and you never know. But I remember in the Commonwealth Games there was a fight between England and Scotland in the final, number 1 and 2, and they were actually hitting each other. They had to stop the fight and say, "Stop it! If next one who does it is off."
You're going out.
Yeah.
So he's had another little chat with them.
Keep it down.
But at that point, maybe instead of talking direct to the players, I'd have called the corner judges together, not to really have a chat with them, but just to let the two players know, hey, you're looking at this now.
Yes, but the problem is that what's the penalty here? Because if you think it's a punch,
well, if it's a punch, hand sokomake.
Yeah, but I don't think these are punches.
No. They are aggressive.
Yeah.
In the Bosch type style, and there's not a lot you can do about it if you miss.
Yeah. Second Brazilian penalty, so
Zraka goes ahead by Yuko. When Aljaž does sit in, he can tell us a little bit about Russia, because I'm not quite sure if they're from the same club. Rosicelas Campos looks as though she's angry at something.
Well, she's a bit anxious here. The player is down a Yuko.
There's a minute odd left. Just doesn't want to be on the ground for too long. Aguiar and Maltzahn are being called into the arena now. They'll be up next down on mat 4, if you want to see that. That's in the under 48, sorry, in the under 78 kilo category, just 30 odd kilos off there with that weight category. That's nearly someone's body, isn't it? You know?
That's right.
30 kilos.
It's half your body weight, Sheldon.
Oh, indeed it is. Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah. Just the Yuko on the back of the penalty that Portela has given up. Big stretch there. Zraka was able to block it.
Yeah, well, there was no upper movement at all.
Just the legs, throwing the leg out there. Desperation setting in.
Resignation is setting in too.
Half a minute to go. Iliadis, by the way, is on mat number 2. For those of you that want to watch the under 90 kilo category, we've got a couple of men's matches on there now. They've snuck in. And Nishiyama and Beniclef will be on mat number 1. That's in a few fights' time now. The coach can stay where he is because he's going to be on with Anna Valenček. Well, think of it. No, there's the other coach, the other Slovenian coach will be there. Okay, don't remember his name at the moment. He's the completely bald-headed coach. Russia is the only one. I think Russia and Aljaž are the only two from that club, and the others are all from another club in Slovenia. Right. Not going to be able to do it here. 5 seconds isn't enough.
No.
Zraka is going to take this. He's pulling down on the head a little bit there. Iliadis has just thrown Remarenko of Moldova for Ippon. That's on map 2. Right, Dave Brown is going to leave us for a moment, just briefly, whilst we get Aljaž Sedej of Slovenia in. He's going to sit in whilst Ana Valenček, don't go too far, Dave, and whilst Ana Valenček is on, Louise Maltzahn is just walking past the back of you in the background there, making her way down to map 4, where she's going to face Portella's teammate Mayra Aguiar. But I'm joined, we are joined again by Aljaž Sedej of Slovenia, and I'm speaking with him for the first time this morning. Aljaž,
hello.
How are you?
Yeah,
good to see you again. We're going to go back to map number 1 to catch the contest between Heide Wollert of Germany and Ana Valenček of Slovenia. The French girl there has beaten out the Chinese Zhang Juehui. I can't imagine that was an easy contest, because she's very, very good.
Yes.
The Chinese is a really, really good competitor. But a Wazari and a Yuko, so obviously Chermio had thrown her. The other score on the board was from a penalty. So Chermio marches on. We could have a look to see where in the under 78 kilo category draw she is now. That was the score. Quarter-final now. Into the quarter-final, Chermio. And she's going to face the winner of the next contest, Heide Wollert of Germany, and Ana Valenček of Slovenia. Valenček with the shock of blonde, bleached hair. Aljaž, you haven't gone that way, have you, with the bleaching blonde hair?
No, not yet.
But it's fairly popular with some of the girls. I've seen Petra Narex at one time with the bleached blonde hair.
Very popular. So both Slovenians are going very, very, very well today, and Russia also, and Anna.
Yeah, Russia just had a good win. I think, however, the opposition here with Wollert might test Valenček. Which club is she from, and who coaches her?
Her coach is Marian Fabian from Celje.
Right.
The same coach as Urška Žunir, yesterday bronze medalist.
But you and Russia are from a different club, yeah?
Yeah, we are from Beograd. We are from the main city of Slovenia, Ljubljana.
Okay, and who coaches you and Anna there?
Gregor Brod.
Who is, okay, so he's just stayed in, it's a different coach.
Yeah, it's a different coach,
Yeah.
I think this will be a very tough fight for Anna.
Yeah.
The German girl is very experienced. She also has many medalists.
Bronze medal from the World Championships in Rotterdam. She was on the podium there. Marhinda Verkerk of the Netherlands won that year. Home advantage really helped her there, because hasn't been able to reproduce that kind of form.
Yes.
Again, Verkerk.
But also Ana Valenček is not bad. She has a great result from the Europeans this year. She was third. And also she's very young, so she has a bright future ahead.
Verkerk, we mentioned, is in the quarter-final. She's going to face the Japanese Ogata Akari in the first of the quarter-finals. She beat Prishipa and Kakarova. So looking good for Verkerk at the moment. The Brazilian Aguiar has just thrown Louise Maltzahn of Germany for Ippon. Got to be careful here on the hip. And now a chance for Valenček in Nevaza, but not a lot doing there. What's her groundwork like? Valenchek.
Her fight is basically very aggressive. She doesn't let the opponents to attack, and then in the 4th, 5th minute, she usually throws her opponent. She has very good haragoshi and osotogari, and also this technique is same technique is Roki Dracic from 66.
Yeah.
He also is showing this technique on the opposite side.
Rock must be a reasonably happy boy at the moment.
Well, I talked to him and he was very disappointed. This was his... this is a Vasari.
Yeah.
Yuko score. Vasari probably, yes. They'll give Vasari.
Yeah, that was good. She got hold of her well, didn't she?
Yeah.
Vollert had a lot of the body to control. Threw that right leg behind.
So now it's all or nothing. I think Anna now, Valenchek has to risk if she wants to get back in the game.
The good thing for Valenchek is the amount of time that's left on the clock.
Yeah.
It's 2 minutes, and this is the time when she traditionally gets stronger in the contest. As far as Aliash is concerned, this could be a better period for her. Vollert can't afford to sit back.
Yeah, I was talking about Roki Dracic. You said he's a happy man, but actually this was his 2nd, 5th place, and I think we all expected him to be in the final, but it is what it is, and I think also the 5th place is very good result. He's the only Slovenian with 2 2nd, 5th places on the World Championship.
Harrison is on her way too. It's a tough category.
Yes, very strong. Harrison was last year world champion.
That's right, in Tokyo.
In Tokyo, yes. And also today she's already in a quarterfinal.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, she may have already won that match, that quarter-final match. Oh, sorry, she just beaten Perevjagla and into the quarter-final. She's going to face the winner of this contest now, Lucy Louette and Ikeda Hitomi of Japan. We're watching Heidi Vollert and Anna Valenchek.
40 seconds to go. Anna still down by Vasari.
She hasn't shown a great deal, has she?
No.
Unfortunately. Hasn't been able to really fire in this contest.
Well, Wollard is a class athlete, so this was a tough chance to win, but
now Vollert, with only 20 seconds left on the clock, can afford to keep away from Valenchek, and here's the worst place for Anna to be at the moment.
In Nevaza, yes, this is a great opportunity to lose time for Wollard. 4 seconds.
That's Dakos on mat 2, burying Sol Kyung of North Korea.
Yeah, the first fight I saw Dakos, I said, well, today is not her day, because she was fighting with Angola.
Yeah, Morea.
Yeah, and in the last minute she threw for Yuko and with Osaikomi, but before it was nothing special. Nothing special, but now she started. I think she warmed up very well the first fight, and now she's throwing everybody for Ippon.
Everybody that she's been on with, they've gone over for Ippon. Well, unfortunately, Anna Valenchek couldn't get past Heide Vollert of Germany, and that's an end to her competition for the day. We want to thank Aliash Sede for coming up to see us, and as a mark of your visit to us, we've got a nice Green Hill T-shirt.
Oh, thank you
for
very
you,
much.
one of our main sponsors. So wear it proudly.
Thank you very much.
It's extra large. I know you're a big guy. Enjoy that. Alias Sade, thanks very much. Just hang on for a minute and we'll get Dave Brown in here. Thanks very much for joining us, Alias. We'll see Alias on the rest of the IJF World Tour. And now joined again by Dave Brown. Nishiyama Daiki and Amir Beniclef of Algeria are on the map now. That's in the under 90 kilo category. We've got Choriev and Gonzalez up next, and Ogata and Verkerk in the under 78 kilo category. That's on mat number 2. Mat number 3 is Lucy Louette of France and Ikeda Hitomi of Japan. And down on mat 4 it's Yo Abigail of Hungary and Vera Moskaliuk of Russia. Some nice matches coming up, including Thiago Camilo of Brazil and Valentin Grekov of the Ukraine. But before that on mat 3 it'll be Ono Takashi of Japan and Milan Randall of Slovakia. So take your pick. You've got the choice at home with regard to which match you pick.
Nice hip on here to Japan.
Nishiyama sorting out Beniclef. He'll be on his feet in a minute. He hasn't done himself any damage, just a bit of pride, I suppose.
Well, he was certainly in there.
Yeah. He couldn't get off it. Once he'd hooked that left leg in,
he was gone.
Hop as much as you want, but it was so tight. Wrap that up tight. I know there are a few people that like to describe the techniques a little bit more and say, you know, it was Ken Ojigari and everything, but I mean you can see it there.
That's right. What's important is the score.
Yeah, Nishiyama, Ippon. Let's go to mat number 3 because Lucy Louette of France is up against Ikeda Hitomi of Japan, and we were talking earlier about the domination in the women's category by Japan.
I just see here in this the warnings have equalled up now, so less than 2 minutes to go and we have a even contest.
The 4 categories that we've had, of the 4 categories that we've had for women, 3 have gone to Japan, and the 4th one, the Japanese were in the final, and it was lost on a hand tie.
Yes, quite correctly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think there was any doubt about it. That
I don't think it was home crowd advantage.
No,
I think it was. She was the more dominant throughout the fight.
Eman looked the better of the 2, and quite correctly took the decision. And it's quite possible that had things been the other way around and Ueno had done the same in Tokyo, she'd have got the decision, just showing that same level. It was just, you know, a small difference. And by that I mean if she had done what Eman had done in Tokyo, she'd have got it. That was all the difference there was yesterday in there. But the point is that even when they didn't take the gold, they took the silver, and they lost it by a hand tie
margin.
Exactly.
The closest margin you can have. Okay, nice little Wazari here.
And the crowd
goes quiet.
Well, they let out. There was an exhale of disappointment. They knew it was a score, but their disappointment was that it was Wazari. And
maybe it should have been Yuko.
And not Yuko. Anyway, Fukuda decided it was Wazari, and his corner judges supported him in that decision. So Louette with a huge job on her hands now. And the short and stocky frame of Ikeda stands between Louette and he's going to get...
I thought you were going to say the short and stocky frame of Fukuda, but...
that too. Last roll of the dice here for Louette. Got to go now. Could probably get in 2 good attacks. Needs to get up and get one more in.
Well, that was good.
Time running out now. The winner of this is going to face Kayla Harrison.
I haven't seen her today. How's she going? Good?
She's banged everyone over.
Right, she's in form.
Yeah, Harrison is in the quarter-final, and it's Ikeda Hitomi of Japan who will face her there. It's in the under 78 kilo category, and on the other side, that was a win for her teammate Ogata Akari of Japan over the 2009 world champion Marhinda Verkerk. So both of the Japanese women in the under 78 kilo category through to quarter-final matches. We're going to go to mat number 2 now, and we're going to see the